Thursday, August 24th. It's a beautiful day. I hope you're having a great one. Hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
Hello, hello. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is Thursday, August 24th. Only a couple days before the biggest fight in the history of the world. We'll be talking to a bookmaker who we have had on our show before about that. Things are getting heated out in Las Vegas, but aside from that, we got a lot of incredible shit going on. I look around the room. It's a great group of people. At Tactical Diggs, how you doing?
Awesome.
At Todd McComas, what's up?
I'm great.
At Sean Latham, how's it going? Boom.
Emphatic.
Shit's awesome.
Wow, I like
He's
the little
feeling good.
boom there.
Threw him off with
Everyone's
a boom.
feeling good today.
Last night, $20 Chef debuted its 5th episode. You made a super sloppy sausage potato.
Yes. Some made up shit just for made for a little guys' night.
Yeah, we don't want to gender assign anything for sure. That's not what our
100%.
company likes to do, but you get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
And I said, if you ladies want to make this at a baby shower, do you?
It was an incredible meal. We all. The good thing about $20
So good.
Chef is we get to eat it.
Yeah, and it's so good.
What's in it? Queso and sausage and shit like that?
A little baked potato or boiled potato.
So if you do make it for a honey, definitely not ass-eating season.
Yeah, not afterwards. You're
Yikes.
right. 100% right. At Nick Morado, how's it going, buddy?
Wham!
Oh, a little Batman sound effect. I like that.
Just trying to do Sean's thing, yeah.
Yeah, just climb on the back of the sound effect.
Respect that.
I respect that a lot. A lot of shit going on in the world right now, right?
There is a lot going on.
I can't wait to get to that. At the Jeff Vibert on the ones and twos.
Kapowie! I'm hopped up on sugar right now. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, he asked me right before this, can I run to the gas station and get a Red Bull? I was like, yeah. He comes back, he chugs the Red Bull, he has a coffee as well. Jeff Vibert's about to explode right now.
And a bunch of Sour Patch Kids. God bless the people at Sour Patch Company flavor. I don't know what they're called.
Those kids have been getting slung for a long time, those little Sour Patch Kids. People have been eating it. They're doing something right. They're doing something right.
I like to get when the bag's on, when you're all finished with the bag, you get your finger in there, you lick it, and then you stick it down and get all the rest of that leftover sugar, kid.
Yeah, it's a good move. What was that other, the dipstick?
Fun dips.
Fun dip.
Fun
Oh,
dip.
my God.
Sugar on a stick.
That shit was so good. And then do people still do the straws of sugar? What are those?
Pixie sticks.
Do those still happen?
Little cocaine starter
I
kits.
think they outlawed those, man, because those were that was like crack cocaine for little kids, man. Kids
Yeah.
were flipping out.
As they should have been.
Yeah.
Those things were pretty fantastic. Candy used to be a lot better than it was now.
Is fruit,
For sure.
is fruit by the foot still around? Because that was my jam.
You used
big
put
rope?
You used to put it in there like you were
fucking
dipping,
Unrolled it, rolled it all back up,
Yep.
throw it in.
like you're dipping.
Like a
Yeah.
chaw.
yeah.
You know what I always go for? Makes me weak. Is the giant chewy sweet tarts. But I never eat the yellow one. I always give that one away.
You are a
Big
big
time.
sweet tart fanatic. I notice. Anytime you get a chance to grab a bag.
Yeah, he's a child.
He's
I
on.
like chocolate. What's that, Vips?
Wait, you give away the yellow one because you don't like it?
Yeah.
Racist.
On the road trip, you gave me the yellow one. I thought it was because you liked me.
It's because it tastes like banana. It's not as sour as the rest of them.
He wanted you to eat the shitty one. That was his. That's a backhanded friendship thing.
Vibs looks for my approval every day in some way, in some form or fashion. So this was a nice win for me.
Unbelievable. What's going on in sports, Diggs? Anything awesome?
I don't know if it's awesome, but John Jones failed a drug test
Fuck
in relation to UFC 214.
I'll tell you what. I went on a little rant on my Twitter whenever this came out. Like, you guys heard me in here? You guys heard me. I was such a fan of the redemption story. I partied with John Jones before. I played with his brother. I met his mother. I met his family. And I was like, man, this guy's just got to figure it out. Best fighter on earth. He'll figure his life out. So what? He did a little drugs, a little cocaine, a little Colombian bam bam.
Hit a guy.
So what? He did a hit and run on an old lady. So what? He got into a fight with a cop. So what? He did all this stuff. He's going to turn his life around. You got to hit rock bottom to climb back up. It's the only thing you can do. Thought he hit rock bottom. Thought he was embarrassed. Then he goes out there. He's very humble afterwards. After he knocked a dude out who had been calling him a crackhead, he kept his cool, kicked him right in the side of his fucking face, knocked him out. It's all she wrote. Here we go. John Jones is back. The UFC is building and crushing. Here they are, the big hope, and then fuck me. They got to strip his title again.
I don't want to say I told the world so, but I kind of called this. But now I feel bad about it because I'm not rooting against him still, because this time what he got caught for is the same thing that 97% of the fighters in MMA are doing. He just wasn't as good at getting out of his system in time.
What was it?
They're all taking performance-enhancing drugs.
It's called Turnable.
It's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's called what? Turnable. What is that?
Turinabol. It's a steroid which carries a 2-year suspension.
So it's not like an Adderall. So like in the NFL, everybody fails. It's for like Adderall because
No.
they go out one night and they take an Adderall and then they accidentally get bopped. Bang,
TMZ
bang.
reported that Jones tested positive for the steroid Turnable.
Yeah.
Turnable.
And let's make no bones about it. They're all doing steroids.
Did you do
of
that
some
bones
kind.
thing? Because that was like
Yeah. No
is that-
pun intended.
You're talking about the future of UFC, no bones. Is that what you just said?
It's
Jesus.
like baseball when
Good
fucking
one.
McGuire and Sosa and everyone was just knocking it out.
Yeah, they're all doing it. We've talked to fighters who say 97% of these guys are all using them. But, you know, you got to get it out of your system in time.
Not the
He stayed
fighters
on it
that
to
we've
him.
talked to.
No, they're the ones that told us. Obviously,
everybody else
our
is-
two
yeah.
buddies are clean. And Lytle bitched about that forever. He's like, dude, I was fighting. I felt it. I had to fight guys who were on steroids every.
But Lytle also didn't become the best fighter on earth.
Exactly.
Because he probably was battling an uphill
Makes a difference.
challenge
Yeah.
here. But I hate it. I fucking hate that it happened to him. I thought it was I love a good field goal. God damn, I love a good field goal story. Whether you're shirtless, naked, you know, in a parking lot, and you become the butt of a national joke, and then you go ahead and flip it around and become the greatest at what you do. I love that.
This
I
is
love-
exactly what I'm hoping happens to Martavis Bryant, and I'm dreading this situation if he fucking gets popped for another drug test.
But we know Martavis Bryant's trainer. Like, he was one of my roommates 2 times in my life. That
Correct.
Martavis
Really?
Bryant's trainer has been my roommate twice in my life, and he said he's 100% all in.
I just don't even understand why you have to bring that up and put that even in the air.
In the universe?
Yeah.
Dick said, keep that shit.
You kind of have
inside."
to.
Oh.
It's been years. You have to.
I hope John Jones gets it. He's not. I don't know.
No, I don't
He
think
can't
he's-
get it together.
Will he have another chance?
Does Bellator, can he go to Bellator and fight?
No, because it's not the UFC so much suspending him; it's the
USADA
fighting
or
commission.
whatever?
He'll have to go to
USADA.
Japan and shit. Yeah, he can't get sanctioned to fight in the United States.
Is this the beginning of John Jones doing his own thing like Floyd Mayweather?
He'll have to do it in Japan.
Can't fight in America, even if it's his own promotional company?
It wouldn't be a sanctioned fight, so I don't know what the.
So like him
difference
and Brock
would be,
Lesnar
you
could
know.
fight each other and just be all juiced
for
out of their
fun.
mind. It'd
Yeah.
be like a WWE type thing.
Like bum fights, they could just fight
Yeah, I
in
don't
the
think there's
street.
anything against that.
You mean like any which way you can?
Everybody knows. I
hey,
love
hold
bum
up.
fights.
This is our chance. We'll sanction it. He could fucking fight here.
I'll sign off on it right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Commissioner me, all in.
Yep.
All in.
Zito's working the door.
Jose Perez getting the camera angles. You might be watching this video on the YouTube. We appreciate that. We'll be uploading more shit onto our YouTube channel, which is The Pat McAfee Show. Or it's not. I haven't created it. We'll figure it out. That sucks for the UFC, though.
It does.
It sucks for John Jones. It sucks for the Jones family. It sucks for everybody. But you know what? If you're fucking around and you can't figure it out, you got to figure it out at some point. Like, hopefully it's a sink or swim moment here. Again, another one. Another one. Another one.
It's a business for everybody, including himself. He's
And
got
we'll-
to manage that.
He's got to get out of his own way.
Yep.
But goddamn it, I'm bummed. Anything else going on in sports dish?
Sean, I'm going to need you here. We got a big dick alert. A hacker recently broke into Olympic skier Lindsey Vogn's phone and got a hold of a nude selfie of ex-boyfriend Tiger Woods.
So Lindsey Vogn's hanging on to that photo. That's what I just heard.
Supposedly,
That's all I just heard.
Supposedly, it was in the cloud.
Yeah, but she. Oh,
Like
Always in the cloud.
because you don't go
like it had been deleted, but it was still backed up in the cloud.
in the deleted photos.
Yeah.
You know what?
I go in there sometimes.
You gotta
It's a
delete.
weird place. That's a weird album to be in.
Do you
Gotta
really?
delete the deleted
Yeah, so you
photos.
go.
I haven't had to do that in a long time because I don't really take any photos. The whole Brett Favre thing kind of scared me. But I could imagine the deleted photos files of a lot of people can be very sketchy.
It's a
place.
You know what
sketchy
else you got to watch
place,
out
dude.
for? If you go into your texts, if you don't delete your texts, all those photos still live in the little I button,
yeah.
that little information section. Every photo or GIF you ever send is still there if you don't delete the text.
Yikes!
Like the thread.
Yeah.
Like if we went through our thread, there's a fucking 1,000 photos in there.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Up in the cloud, bro.
Posted in the cloud.
But
chilling in the cloud.
Like Steve Jobs did a lot of incredible things. He's one of my favorites. But boy, this is so. Lindsey Vonn had pictures of Tiger's dick, and it supposedly Vibs. Please go on and describe it.
Massive hog.
Tiger definitely got the African American gene and not the Asian gene.
Oh yikes!
So
Oh boy, unbelievable that you just. We tried not to gender assign a.
cock size.
Didn't she also have Vibs' dick pics in there?
She looked good too. She's fit.
Yeah.
Those downhill skiers are fit.
I haven't.
She was wearing these weird pumps though, not like nipple pumps, like her shoes.
Like Reebok pumps?
Yeah, like they were high tops. It was
Like
weird.
old school?
Yeah, I don't know. They were fancy. They were like gold and shit.
Maybe that's one of Tiger's things. He was with Denny's girls.
She's a great downhill.
They're wearing pumps.
Yo, but
Denny's waitresses.
But if you
are
getting
wearing
half
pumps.
off on that Grand Slam, let's go.
Let's
dude.
She is a great downhill skier, and what they're lucky is
The
was
moon's over
there,
Miami.
There was a video that didn't come out that she had on her phone of her actually jumping Tiger's dick.
She can downhill ski on this dick.
She stuck the landing, huh?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I don't like that shit though.
Yeah, it's scary. man.
He's suing. She's suing.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Not that it's like.
So
I just don't like it. I hate it.
I-
It feels dirty to me.
You don't like what? You don't like looking at them? You
Is
don't
she
like that?
exposed to
I don't look at them. I remember Hope Solos was shown to me by a
Oh,
teammate.
well, that's a different
and I
story. That's
a tough
vomited.
one.
That's
I
a different
vomited.
story.
And I was like, what is that? He goes, it's Hope Solo.
that's not
And I was
good.
like, whoa, what's wrong with her booty? And then he was like, there's 30 other ones though you can get. I'm like, I don't want to see this shit.
This is-
it's like it's breaking and entering.
Yeah, but this is a double-edged sword because you enjoy the leak because you get to see them.
Who does?
I do. But now people are going to stop sending them because shit's getting leaked.
No,
It's fucking. It's a
No one's
double-edged
gonna
sword.
stop
Catch
sending
22.
this is a blessing because like Tiger just got caught with all those drugs in his system, and then now I forgot about it because I'm thinking about his massive hog in my head.
He's the bad boy of golf. He's back. Tiger's back.
He's back.
That's it's
Now I know why I needed all those back surgeries. Carrying around the fucking dick everywhere.
He used his dick to chip balls for 3 years.
it wouldn't show up on my iPhone 6. I had to get it on an iPad. I had to do it on an iPad to see it all.
All right, does anybody else have anything? Is everybody done? Everybody got it out of them? Anything else going on?
ESPN has removed an announcer from its broadcast of the University of Virginia's first football game.
Yeah,
because-
this is absurd. I talked about the circumcision thing being the most 2017 thing of all time. This takes the cake. What happened?
His name is Robert Lee, and in the South, people were pissed at Robert E. Lee. They've been tearing down his statue, so ESPN took him off the game that he was going to call for the University of Virginia.
Asian guy.
He's an Asian guy.
Unbelievable.
Because he shares that name.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep, ESPN pulled him. This
What
is
a
the
piece of
same-
shit.
This is the same company that was doing the Odell Beckham auction last week.
Yeah, exactly.
They were doing the Odell Beckham auction last week, and then this week they're pulling an Asian reporter off of a football game.
Why didn't they just change it to Bobby Lee?
What do they want? A white guy to call it? Is that what ESPN wants?
Shit.
They don't want the Asian guy to call it? Is that what ESPN's trying to do?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Looks like they're pushing a white supremacist narrative over there.
Yeah, huh? The auction, now this? Wow.
think so. Come on, ESPN.
Unbelievable.
Get your first Asian broadcaster and you yank him first week.
Couldn't be more 2017. You're
We're
right.
trying to grow the game in China, right?
Yeah.
Trying to grow the game in China. We're bringing in an Asian commentator.
Yeah,
Is he-
descendant of Bruce Lee, Robert Lee. And you don't airing?
Yeah, what?
Bruce Lee would be pissed right now.
Turning over in his grave right now.
Question. Oh, he's dead? I was going to ask if he's dead or
Yeah,
alive.
he's dead.
Bruce Lee, there's a movie coming out about him this Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's great news.
WWE Films got behind it, and I think it's going to be a genius
Those
by
are the
Vincent Van-
perfect people to make it.
Yeah,
too.
I think it's a genius movie because Bruce Lee has a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to watch it.
I wish Chris Mortensen was a Southern general.
He looks like a
a
Southern
firehead.
general. He looks like a Southern general.
Yeah.
Who else? Vibs?
Fucking Mort report.
Who are some other? Isn't Mortensen like battling cancer or something?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're
Well,
a-
still, he just rambles and bumbles on fucking camera before the cancer.
What about
I've never liked him. I didn't know.
Hey,
I'm not, and
terrible.
I'm not going to apologize.
You should think about it.
what about Sao Paulo?
Sal Pal's the worst too.
Wow, you're going after everybody. What about Chris Collinsworth?
I like Chris Collinsworth.
Me too, actually.
I do too.
Really? I think he's super smug.
I think he's very negative.
It's just so.
I think those commentators are very negative because anytime there's a incompletion or something, that means there's at least 3 to 4 good things happening on the play, and he always points out the one bad thing, right? So he's always making people look bad.
Yeah, he's very awesome to listen to. The way he's just good at it. But yeah, he does if somebody messes up, he does come across like, oh, I'm the best player that's ever played this game.
Yeah, he's very smug. But I do like when he points out when people fuck up. That is one thing I do like about him.
Yeah, that's a very Nick Moraldo thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very, very good, Vibs.
You know what? I'm going to double down on this. It has me hating Chris Mortensen has nothing to do with the fact that he has cancer. He's just not good at his job. If I had cancer, people would still tweet me and go, "Oh, Vibs, the sound sucks on this podcast." So, fuck everybody.
We were 5 people past Mortensen, and he had to come back. He had to triple down on it, which I respect.
Anybody can get it.
And nobody's safe.
You should think about that. I don't think anybody should get it. There's a lot of people that could probably, not get it. And speaking of getting it, why don't you do yourself a favor?
Oh.
Throw yourself. How much is that Powerball up to after last night?
700 million.
It was awesome that I won that. And this is going to be our last podcast. But do you know you have a chance to win $1 billion?
With a B?
$1 billion.
A bill?
$1 billion. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
No,
That's
Is that
a
1,000
lot.
Is that 1,000 millions?
Is it?
I think it's 1,000 million.
It's a million stacks.
What? Wow. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You've been waiting for this since February 6th. Football season is almost here. And there's no better way to get closer to the game you love than with DraftKings. 1 week fantasy football to celebrate. DraftKings is hosting a $100,000 contest that is totally free to enter. And if you draft the perfect lineup, which I know you're thinking you can. You're sitting at home. You've won every fantasy football league you've ever been in. You beat the shit out of your friends. You talk shit to each other. You battle. You win. And next week, you can win $1 billion. What? $1
billion.
What?
$1 billion.
Let's go.
With DraftKings, there are many ways to get into the action. Choose between public contests with big cash prizes or private contests where you can compete against a group of your friends. We're going to compete. I'm going to beat the fuck out of all of you. I cannot wait. DraftKings also has beginner and casual contests where you'll play against people of similar skill level. So if you're not a champion, get involved. If you've never played it, do it now. If you're great, go ahead and see if you really are that good or not. Or listen, are you a big fish in a small pond? Are you only good amongst your friends? Why don't you go ahead and get your dick out and compete against other people who are also good? Here's a call to action. The best part is you get to draft a new team each week without any commitment. Here we go. So get to DraftKings.com now and use the promo code AMERICA to play in DraftKings free Week 1 contest with $100,000 in total prizes. And how could you forget? If you draft the perfect lineup, you can win
$1 billion.
That's promo code AMERICA to play for your shot to win
$1 billion.
Week 1. The contest is totally free to enter. Why wouldn't you try to win
$1 billion.
DraftKings, the game inside the game. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
Still always my favorite.
So
part.
listen, $1 billion is up for grabs for DraftKings. I cannot wait.
I already entered.
Yeah, you should. I think everybody should.
Why not?
It could happen.
It's free. Why not?
Because you can draft anybody, right?
Yeah.
It's not like if a player's off the board, you can pick whoever you want to pick. And if your team is the best team available or possible, you could win
$1 billion.
by the Titans. Speaking of football, though, do we have any football news? Is there anything going on in football world?
Quickly, Deshaun Kaiser has been named the starter for the 3rd preseason game over Brock Osweiler for the Cleveland Browns.
That's big.
He put out a lot of money for Brock, right?
Do you know people that come on our show go on to have success? I mean, it's just what happens. It is honestly, it's a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wouldn't be surprised if the Arizona Cardinals win a lot of games this year. The head coach came on, was drinking during it. Bruce Arians, A.Q. Shipley. Gary V goes on to be successful after our show.
Yeah.
It's huge.
At least think he's got a lot of followers, so he must be doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But people come on the show and just do well. Deshaun Kaiser came on the show. I chit-chatted with him. It's on Barstool. It's an interview.
Yeah.
He talked about how being in a losing team for his last year in college is going to help him for being in the Cleveland Browns organization,
Yeah,
and it's going to help him.
He should be used to losing in that fucking organization.
Yikes. What else goes on? What else happens in the
Le'Veon Bell said he's coming back after the last preseason game.
Yo, the clock is on. So his agents and the Steelers are no longer negotiating, right? Because negotiation period ends if you're a franchise tag player.
Correct.
So now he's just holding out just to have a good time. Hey, I'll come back after training camp, cuz. That's not a bad deal.
I don't buy that either. I think he'll be back before that date.
You don't just send that out into the universe and then come back before.
I don't think you do
I
either.
think he will.
What, he just sent it out for fun?
So now he's setting a deadline, and then he comes forward. He looks like the hero.
Oh.
All of a sudden, he looks like the
Spin
hero.
zone.
Yeah, he looks like the hero. I'm coming back October 10th. Le'Veon Bell has come back early from his. You know what I mean? Like now now he's come back early instead of late.
He's not late.
Genius. Maybe you're right. Maybe he does come back.
Telling you, I don't know. It's just a gut thing, but I just don't see that guy sitting out the entire preseason. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Steelers fans are out there like, oh my God, he's not going to be in shape. Have you seen a picture of this fucking dude?
Yeah,
He has a 32 pack.
And who cares if he's not in shape? Ben Roethlisberger's not in shape, and he's one of the best quarterbacks on earth. You Steelers fans should know that. But I think Le'Veon Bell's the best running back to ever come into the league.
He going to be fine.
Yeah, he's going to be completely.
Ever?
did you say ever?
Yeah, I think so. If he can keep stacking. It's just like LeBron. LeBron wins 45 more championships. There's no conversation of who the greatest is of all time. He's point guard, power forward. He's everything. And if he played back in the day, he would have been just as good, if not better, than everybody else at that time. Let's not talk about it. But if he continues to do great, it needs to stop. Le'Veon Bell, if he continues to do great for a couple more years, he's Barry Sanders meets Adrian Peterson meets everybody. He's just incredible. He's fucking unbelievable. He's a magic man. Now you see me.
No, you don't.
What? Shake and bake, cuz. Anything else going on?
LeBron made a trade last night. Speaking of him,
Yeah, he sent a dude to the fucking Celtics.
Kyrie went to the Celtics, and the Cavs got Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and Brooklyn's 2018 first-round pick, which means it'll be like the first overall pick
So Paul George got traded for what? A bench? What?
for fucking.
Victor Oladipo.
And like a fifth round. What else? Nothing else,
A
right?
handle of Tito's.
Paul George got traded for nothing, and Kyrie you get a first round pick. Isaiah Thomas is going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that move.
Wow, good for the Cavs.
Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. Not
Isaiah
the,
and Kyrie aren't that different. Neither of them play defense. Kyrie's a little taller, and the Cavs got a first-round draft pick and Jay Crowder. Wow. And when LeBron leaves, so then they'll be able to rebuild.
LeBron can't leave now that he's got Isaiah, right?
He can leave.
He's bouncing.
He's always New York and L.A. Always calling.
That's
He called L.A. home on social media. Everybody lost their mind. He's calling L.A. home already. Oh, wait a minute. What about Paul George? Paul George is going to L.A. next year, right?
so is Westbrook. I think everyone's going there.
Wow, Magic Johnson's just sitting up there on his pile of fucking money with his aides. Like, I'm just going to win it all.
All that AIDS money.
He sold all the AIDS off. He don't even have it anymore.
He sold that stock. Man.
You know what? And that's why Facebook is so important. He sold it on the little area, little garage sale part of Facebook. It was in there and he sold it.
you
Everybody
ever-
bought it.
Do
How
you ever-
powerful are you when you stop AIDS? Like he stopped AIDS. AIDS
Completely.
was killing people,
Like-
and then he got it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to stop this.
How
Nobody
many-
else is dying from AIDS, and he stopped.
Yeah, that was back when AIDS was a real thing too.
But how many
He took all his money. He's like, I'm stopping AIDS-related deaths. Right
how many
now.
defensive player of the years did he have? I mean, if not, it's definitely getting defensive player of the century. I'll tell you that. Defending off AIDS from scoring a basket.
That's
He shut down
You
AIDS.
shut down AIDS. Dennis Rodman couldn't do that.
The glove, Gary Payton couldn't
No.
do that. Only Magic Johnson.
Wow.
And then you have part of the Dodgers.
Yep, he's on a roll right now.
Yeah,
Magic's living.
good.
Great.
Chris
guy.
Mortensen comments not looking so bad now.
I don't know.
Hey, you said you hated a guy with cancer.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Cancer's
That's
still a
way
thing.
worse.
Like,
Yeah,
cancer's
the-
definitely still a thing.
Yeah.
He sucked before it.
Quadrupling down. Couldn't wait to get that out faster there. Anything else going on in sports?
Yes, the fight of the century.
Yeah,
that
before you get into that, we should talk to a guy who is in Las Vegas for this. This fight of the century happening this weekend is everywhere. It's buzzing. Matt Matreon and Chris Lytle broke the fight down, and you should go and check that out on the Barstool Heartland Facebook page. But I want to talk to a guy in Las Vegas. Joining us now on the phone, a man who is in Las Vegas. He's in Sin City, where it's all going down this weekend. The fight of the century, the fight of forever. Could be a big clown show, could be a circus event, but whatever it is, the attention is high and the attention is on the little city in the desert. This guy's a bookmaker at South Point Sportsbook. He's been in the game for a long time. The gambling on this weekend has gone through the roof. He's been on the show before. He said he was expecting the betting action to be 3 times what it was at the Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, at Andrews Sports, Chris Andrews. Woo! Woo!
What's a hell of an introduction. Thanks, guys. Hope I can live up to it. What's going on?
I'm just hanging out, Chris. I appreciate you so much for joining us. Let's get right into it a little bit here about this weekend.
Sure.
Okay, so everybody saw on the internet the Maloofs. Who are the Maloofs?
Former owners of the Sacramento Kings. They're former owners of a hotel casino here in town, the Palms. And I'm not sure what businesses they're involved in now. I think they still have a bank in New Mexico.
What a move.
Yeah, so they got a couple of bucks, So yeah, I think if they lose the bet, it's not going to bust them. As a matter of fact, they said that if they win, and they bet $880 to win $160,000.
$880,000 bet, right? That was just about to get $880,000 bet on Floyd Mayweather, and they said they're going to do it.
That's more than a punter makes. That's more, well, in half a year, maybe. Yeah, a mediocre punter, McAfee, not a guy like you.
Thank you. I respect that and appreciate that.
Thank you.
Whenever that $880,000 bet comes in, though, do you get a little bit nervous that you got it wrong?
No, I'm actually rooting for him now. There's so much McGregor money. We're going to wipe that bet out in like 2 days.
Really? So the overwhelming amount of people are betting on McGregor. They're buying in?
Yeah.
And it's
not even close.
And what is it now? It's 5.5 to 1?
No, they laid 5.5 to 1. I'm down to 490, so under 5 to 1 right now.
Wow.
So like I said, they got wiped out in a couple of days with that bet, and I had the ticket count run for me about an hour ago. It's about 9 to 1 tickets. A lot of the tickets on McGregor are like $100 and that sort of thing. But 9 to 1 tickets on McGregor, and those tickets do add up. I mean, I got a couple guys betting me, 1,000, 3,000, whatever. And, fortunately, I have had a couple of big bets on Mayweather. Like just this morning, a guy bet me 50,000 to win a little more than 10 on Mayweather. And I had one in the middle of the night, kind of the same thing. I think he bet 45,000 to win like 9 something.
So I have a question. So any bet that happens at your casino, you really do view it as them betting, like they're betting me. Like you are the house. You are the guy.
Yeah, that's what I get paid to do. Yeah, sure.
That's gotta feel good. Biggest fight in the century. You got people just at night like, you know what? I'm gonna beat Chris Andrews' ass. He has no idea what he's doing. 5 to 1 is not good enough. I'm gonna bet on McGregor and get out of here.
There's a lot of guys in the town want to kick my ass. I'm still standing. I've been here since '79, so I've taken a few blows over the years. I'm still here.
What's the biggest bet you've ever taken? Is $880,000 bet the biggest?
No, I've taken $1 million Super Bowl bets. And I think last time I was on your show, I told you I can't tell you who the guy is. His family has too many lawyers, but he won. I think he bet me twice $1 million. He won them both.
Good for him. I'm proud of that guy. Are you going to watch the fight? Where are you going to watch the fight at?
Well, we're going back to the owner's office, and that's why I hope it's not a quick fight because he's got a big food spread that he's already ordered, and I hope it goes the whole way. So I can indulge a little bit back there.
Will your owner be pissed? Like if McGregor wins, your sports book is going to get. That's a hilarious ringtone. That's a hilarious ringtone that you have back there.
Well, that shows my Greek culture.
So if McGregor wins, your casino loses a lot of fucking money, right?
We'll lose some money, yeah.
The owner, would it automatically become an uncomfortable situation up there, or is the party going to be good either way?
Party's going to be good either way. Believe me, I've kept him abreast of the things that are going on, and I got, really, listen, Pat, I'm sure you've been around in a long time, like some of these multi-billionaires and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
A lot of them are jerks. Yeah, really. I mean, a lot of them are jerks, but not my guy. He's really, and I always laugh. Before I was even working for him, I always said, well, there's one billionaire in the world that I know will take my calls, and it's Michael Gaughan. And So he and I have known each other for an awful long time, and he's really just a good guy. He knows exactly where we are in the fight. He's been in this racket for a long time, and knows that there's ups and downs, and he's not only very comfortable with it, he wants to need McGregor for a couple 100,000. So that's where we're going to be.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry, he wants to need Mayweather for a couple
Yeah,
hundred.
yeah, there you go. Now, I think the hilarious part about that whole description is you said my guy, like my billionaire. Well, you know what my billionaire does? My billionaire buys all of Paul McCartney's old guitars, which are probably William Shears. He's a very nice guy. He's a good. That's my billionaire. Your billionaire, I don't know. What
Your guy seems pretty cool. I gotta tell you, he's in there lifting weights with you guys, and he's a rock and roller and all that. Yeah, I would have no beef with Irsay. He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, my billionaire is a cool billionaire. I'm happy your billionaire is a cool billionaire too. We all have to know one, and hopefully
I know one. That's enough. That's all. That's probably all I'm entitled to.
Mark Cuban follows me on Twitter. Anyways, I've placed a bet on McGregor. Getting closer to the fight as a guy, because you guys have to study film, right? You were just reading the Wise Guys. Are you actually studying film on fighting, or do you go to like a boxing council and chit chat with them about what it's going to be, or do you just chit chat with the betting people and kind of read the lines, like the money?
Well, I haven't followed film, but I mean I've seen McGregor fights, I've seen Mayweather fights. I've talked to a few guys who are associated with both camps, and I mean, I like Mayweather. I mean, he's what's he, 40-0 or whatever, and
49.
He was 49-0, and I think somebody told me he's boxed like 390 total rounds. McGregor obviously has never boxed, but he's even fought like 36 total rounds. He's fought 36 rounds as a pro. So I mean, the experience factor on Mayweather, just the skills on Mayweather. I'm not uncomfortable with the position that I'm in. I really, from where I'm at, I really kind of want to need for a little bit more.
I didn't. After the video of McGregor doing his fucking warm up, did you change the line? After every boxing analyst and fighter mocked him for doing his Fighting Irish warm up style in the stream live practice, did you change the line? Did that make you more comfortable? What happened?
No. As a matter of fact, I know some guys. Kind of hearing it through the grapevine that he's really in terrific shape, McGregor. I mean, I think he's going to lose, but he's in terrific shape. He's doing all that he can to prepare for this fight, and I don't think it's going to be like a ridiculous cakewalk or anything. I kind of think Mayweather will chop him up a little bit with the jabs and get him to bleed maybe around 6th, 7th round, something like that. That's the way I see it. But, I mean, I could be 100% wrong, no doubt about it.
Well, you need to know this. As a guy that's just taking $880,000 bets on this whole fucking thing, you are speaking the same exact language as every combat person I've talked to in the last 2 weeks. Chris Lytle, Matt Matrione, every person on TV that knows anything about mixed martial arts and everything just says the guy has no chance, so you got to be feeling good. You got me. Well, God damn it, you got me.
Hey, Pat, I hope you took my advice the last time I was on your show. So I think it was about 6 weeks ago. You asked me, is there any good bets out there? I said,
Dodgers.
Pat, bet the Dodgers every night. Just bet them. And I hope you did that.
I didn't. I didn't do shit, Chris. I didn't do shit. What is the lock right now? What are you most worried about right now?
Well, I gave you one lock. I mean, how many locks do
all
you
of
think
them
are out there? Jeez.
Chris, I want all the goddamn locks.
I only have one. I mean, like I said, your salaries are public, McAfee. So what you make. You had some cash to make on the Dodgers. I don't have another lock.
All right.
I'm only good for like one at a time, man.
Do you pay attention to preseason football at all as a bookmaker? Does that change anything in preseason?
It doesn't change much. I really just like to watch like who wins a quarterback battle. And, sometimes that may affect me. I mean, I'm watching, the Denver had a pretty decent quarterback battle. And I think Trevor Siemian, he was like a real safe choice. I think passing Lynch showed that he probably doesn't have it, at least not yet. And I think, like, Denver will be, like a good, solid defensive team and try to win every game. 17-14 or something like that. So I see things like that, and that I'd let affect me. But as far as like the scores and that sort of thing, not really. No.
Well, I'm happy you pay attention to the preseason as much as the rest of us when you're just taking millions and dollars of bets. Diggs, you have something for him?
Chris, I needed some advice. So I'm a big home dog guy. So week 1, Chicago, Cleveland, and San Francisco are big home dogs, but they all have terrible quarterbacks against really good teams. Any advice on that for me, bud?
Well, I think Chicago plus a 7. I think that's a steal.
Lock? Is that a lock? Is that a lock?
I'm not going lock, but I think that's a ton of value there. I like the Browns.
Are they at 9 now?
9 or better. I think that's a pretty good bet. I think the Steelers, certainly win that game, but I don't think they cover that. And what was the third game you asked me about?
Carolina and
49ers?
Carolina and San Francisco.
Yeah. I would. I definitely lean towards San Francisco plus a 6. I think San Francisco probably not quite as bad as everybody thinks. I like Shanahan as the coach. I mean, they're going to have quarterback problems, obviously, but I'm not sure about Carolina. Cam Newton may not be 100%, and they're a 6-point favorite on the road. I think just people don't take into account. How much that home team means. And I think it means certainly something. And although if you've been, Pat, I don't know if you played in San Francisco, they have a horrible home field advantage. They went to having a pretty good one. And now that stadium, everybody told me, is really antiseptic. So
I don't know what that word means. I don't have a clue what that word means.
Didn't they teach you that at West Virginia, for God's sake? Come on, man.
Nah, it's just a racket, cuz. Just a racket.
Okay. Oh, speaking of rackets, I had one more question.
Hold on.
Chris.
What the fuck does I don't need to know what that
my
means.
bad.
What does that mean? Antiseptic?
It's really clean,
It's
sanitized.
like playing in a hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's
kind
kind of like that's kind of like Lucas. There's a lot of stadiums like that are just so nice that it kind of kills the environment, but it's an incredibly nice stadium, and that's kind of there's a lot of places like that. Although I do know that Candlestick, I got a chance to play there the last year I was there. That or is that what it's called? Yeah, the old school Candlestick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That place was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
It was they had people staring at each other at one point. The seats stare at each other, and you got to watch the football game like over your shoulder. I was like, this place is terrible. They had terrible toilet paper in there. I did pregame shit. I got a scratch on my ass. There was a tight little. There's only two bathrooms because it was old school, but it was like I'm playing in Candlestick. This is cool. And the new Levi Stadium, it looks beautiful. It looked fucking incredible.
Yeah. I have good friends in San Francisco, and they just told me, the atmosphere. It's so nice. It's just not conducive to rattling the other team and that sort of thing. So I guess Lucas Oil. I've heard the same thing about that too. Yeah.
Very San Francisco thing to say, by the way. Antiseptic. Yeah. That's a very your friends in San Francisco. Oh, that's antiseptic.
My Robert Morris education, Pat. Robert Morris, baby.
Oh, Bobby Mo.
You got something for him, Degenerate Diggs? Last
Yeah,
one.
you were talking about rackets. Guys who sell picks, is that a huge scam, or do some of them actually give good picks out?
It's probably about 5 or 10% of the guys are on the up and up, and the rest of the guys are on scam work.
Good.
Who's the up and up ones?
I'd say Dr. Bob. I really hate to go out and start recommending guys.
Oh no, that's what I asked you that question.
This is the People's Podcast.
He's a guy I know, and he's actually pretty sharp. There's a kid here in town, Cheetah. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to name anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a little collusion going on out there. The fucking
maybe, but I stand to make nothing off either of those guys. So,
Well, Chris, we appreciate you so much, man. We hope life is fantastic. Thanks for taking time with us. We understand it's a busy fucking week for you. Everybody and their mom wants to take your money, and you're just standing up there at the top of the hill like a king, boss. Good for you.
Well, like I said, I've taken a few blows over the years, but I'm still here. I'm not undefeated, but I've withstood a lot of hits.
Well,
hey, so really, I've told you guys last time, if you're coming to town, let me know. Rooms are on me. The gambling, the broads, the booze, you're on your own, But I'll take care of the rooms.
Well, I appreciate that so much, and that's a good idea to get me in your hotel because there's a guarantee that I'm going to get intoxicated, and I'm going to make a large wager against you.
Yeah.
And you're going to take it all. I'm going to pay more than the fucking rooms would have ever cost. So it's a good move by you.
Okay, I tried that.
Well, Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate you. At Andrew Sports, the guy's he's been in it for a long time, sports gambling. We thank you so much, Chris. Good work, baby.
All right, always a lot of fun. See you guys later. Good luck.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Chris. See ya. What a good conversation. The guy has been in the bookie game for a long time. Long $880,000 bet, and he looks at it as like you're betting me. Like, like hi, how's it going, Mr. Maloof? Yeah, you own everything? Yeah. You
I'll
wanna
gladly take that.
You want to bet me what? Yeah, you got it, bud.
I'm sure that was a great interview, but all I heard was he's got the rooms.
I got some chips that I need to cash in out there. Maybe you guys go.
Yeah.
I think you guys
Let's
should go.
go.
I think we should go.
There's still tickets left for
Yes,
that fight. It's like,
that's the thing.
Sean
It's-
looked it up. There's like 7,000 tickets left for that fight.
No,
I heard it's sort of giveaway in Hollywood right now. That's why I read an article.
guys, I'm not going. I am not going back to Vegas. You guys can go. You guys should go.
We should
Cheapest
get on
ticket
there?
was $500
What casino is that?
Yeah, $500 is the
for the
cheapest one left.
cheapest. Yeah.
What?
Let's get on there right now. See if we can get a deal with our boys.
South Point.
Usually it would be
I can't go there, guys.
complicated and confusing to get on there and find one of those 7,000 tickets that are left. But not anymore, because there is a simpler way to buy with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to your favorite team's games. Whether you're spending the day in the park, searching for the perfect gift, or hunting down a last-minute deal, SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, fully guaranteed. And a guarantee is so important. We've all lost sight of that. Imagine if Bumble guaranteed you that the photos in our profile were 100% accurate and looked like the girl that was showing up for drinks that night.
Oh, not
That
a
would be a good
catfish.
deal, right, guys?
Not a
Listen,
catfish.
They
when it
actually,
comes-
they actually do. It's a verification feature, but
Well, yeah, but
You'd
listen
have-
to the rest of this. Listen, when it comes to sports, nothing beats being there in person for the biggest plays of the year. With SeatGeek, they'll get you closer to the action for a great value. Save yourself time and money by buying your concert, comedy, theater, and sporting event tickets with SeatGeek. Our listeners get $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter the promo code PAT for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. That's promo code PAT.
Pat.
That's P as in photo filters, A as in angles, and T as in tight shots that only show her face. These are all the tricks that girls use to fool guys on Bumble, so be careful when you're swiping. Download the SeatGeek app and use the promo code PAT today.
That's right. I'm a gigantic fan of SeatGeek and everything they do. They do make things. It used to be so complicated and confusing. It really did.
It did.
It is really easy on their app.
Isn't it nice that somebody finally got it right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like
'cause
Reese's got it right.
Yeah.
You know?
you know,
years, though. It took a
those
long
big
time.
sweet tart candies, except for the yellow one.
Got it right.
amen.
You know? Bed guy. The first guy to make a bed.
Got it right.
Chickens having wings.
Got it.
Getting your white cell count high enough to defeat the
AIDS.
invading virus. Magic Johnson got it
Got it
right.
Got it right.
Yeah. SeatGeek got it right.
Got it right.
That's why it's not sold out yet, because not everybody has SeatGeek, so they think it's confusing to get the ticket.
Yeah.
But that fight's going to sell out, I assume.
For
by the-
sure.
They're
Yeah,
just going
I
to be
mean-
giving away tickets just because of the optics alone.
Seat fillers
Yeah. Which they did here for a Big Ten game in Indianapolis one time.
for the championship.
Yeah, it was an ad for people to come dressed in team. And you
Really?
get paid. Like you got paid. It was like seat fillers to come make it look like it was filled up more. It was awesome. It
Is
was
that an NCAA thing?
yeah, probably they have to do that so they can.
So they're not going to pay the athletes, but they're going to pay people to come watch. it.
And I like what you did there.
Just something to think about.
Nick, I like what you did there. I love a good hypocritical point out. I like that a lot. Anything going on in the world, Nick? What's going on news-wise?
Taco Bell is releasing a new taco with a fried egg as the shell.
No,
Respect.
So you could shit sooner.
Oh, interesting. I like that idea.
You
That's
said
a-
so you can shit sooner?
Just quit shit quicker.
Why
Just
is
add
that?
an egg.
Add egg? You think eggs make people shit?
I don't know. Anything you're gonna add to the fucking
They're
taco
good for
Bell
your hair.
fucking taco.
Eggs are
Definitely
good
the
for your hair.
coffee.
What?
The eggs are good for your hair.
Like
They
the
get
yolk?
shine, more
Omega
shine.
three?
more
Look at my
shine,
hair.
yeah.
I eat a shitload of eggs.
So is avocado.
Sean eats 12 eggs a day. The
Do
whole
you-
carton.
Do you really?
Yeah, mainly, yeah. Egg
Hey,
whites. Egg whites. I'm
remember
on a
when-
super duper diet.
Remember when
right
you
now.
could have been a billionaire off of just a little hair product, but you lost the cell phone number?
Argon nuts.
Definitely not eating 12 eggs a day, though.
McAfee's magic nuts.
You were supposed to cook eggs this morning, by the way. I remember you yelling that yesterday.
Yeah, I forgot that.
That didn't happen.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Apple
That's on me, bud. Sorry.
Apple has basically given up.
Wouldn't be doing this podcast if those Argon fucking nuts.
I thought it was argon, not Moroccan?
That's what they call it. They call it Moroccan oil, which is the argan nuts, which are from Morocco, which I met the king of the argan nuts.
And you lost his stuff on
And I
it.
lost his contact information. We wouldn't have a podcast. We wouldn't have this studio. My tan would be perfect all the time. I wouldn't be doing
Just a
shit.
big castle on top of an
Hair would be
island.
glowing.
Oh my God, my hair would be so nice.
I can finish my story.
Oh wait, this is. You didn't even start. If it's going into Apple, that's a new story.
That's a brand new
what
story.
yeah.
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 Yeah, maybe you should pay attention to me fucking sweating over here, going through a bad memory.
Man, and agonizing over there, huh?
Yeah.
These nuts blew up that much?
Yeah. Wait,
What?
you've never heard of Moroccan oil?
Dude,
Like
It's in
sauce,
every
maybe?
shampoo in the United States. Every white
Oh,
girl's
the
wearing
little
it.
brown the little brown one
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
I buy that.
Yeah.
you do, yeah, everybody does.
Pat, they didn't even hit the U.S. yet, and Pat had the dude's number.
I had the contact information number. I had the
To
guy's
invest.
number.
Could have been the sole distributor in the States.
They got a tea tree oil one in a green bottle that's killing it too.
Sean, literally,
It's
might
fine.
have to end the show.
It's fine. We're in the banana game now.
I'm trying my best to get in that goddamn banana game. These organic bananas down in St. Lucia, they're so good. I cannot wait to sell them to Chiquita. Sorry, go back to your apple.
No, it's all right. First it was the Moroccan oil, then Bitcoin, and then now the bananas.
Bitcoin, I still don't believe in. Everybody tweets me updates on how great Bitcoin's doing. I appreciate them. Keep them coming. Really, it's great. Also, send me pictures of the goddamn Moroccan nuts. But I don't know how anybody's ever going to get money from Bitcoin. I still have yet to hear one success story from Bitcoin. I want to hear one. That's all I want to do. I want to hear one where a guy goes, yeah, I invested early and I just pulled my money out and I have $10 million. I just want to hear that where it's in paper. That's all I want to hear.
That's fair. That's a fair request.
And when that happens, let's just not bring it up. Okay? Like your fucking little argon talk over there. Let's not bring it up.
That's on me.
Thank you, guys. All right. Anyways, what's your new story about Apple? I could have invested in. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Apple's given up on their quest for a self-driving car. Now they're just going to focus on working on the software to drive that car. And in doing so, they are installing it in a bus on their campus to self-drive their employees around the Palo Alto campus.
I'll tell you what, Apple needs to pick their shit up.
No, this is genius.
No, they need to pick their shit up.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
They used to be the standard. And I just saw last night some phone has a fucking projector on it now.
Well, they've been phones have had projectors on for a couple of years now. They haven't been any good.
But Android always does. These days, Android is winning on the new feature fucking race.
Everything. This iPhone I have now, not the best. It's the same
yeah.
iPhone I've had for 10 years.
That guy died.
Steve,
Yeah.
fuck. They need to set. I'm an Apple guy through and through. I've spent a lot of money with Apple. But this is the only time in my life I've ever seen other commercials, and I'm like,
Yo,
maybe I go. Maybe now's the time.
BlackBerry's coming out with a new phone. They're coming back.
Do
Don't
they have the
you
little
dare.
ball?
The Pearl, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
you dare.
That BlackBerry Pearl.
BlackBerry.
Yo, wait till me and Pat are BBMing and you guys are like, what are you guys talking about? Be like, oh, sorry, you can't get in
I might
this
go to
'cause-
T-Mobile.
Yo,
Oh, that sounds like a smart idea.
those- Sidekick?
T-Mobile's all right. T-Mobile's all
like
right.
with the sidekick.
I want the beep thing. What was that on?
Sidekick.
To
Chirp.
push a talk.
Oh.
Chirp,
Push to
chirp.
talk.
Yeah.
Chirp, chirp.
Cricket.
Nextel. That was a
Nextel.
Nextel.
Oh,
chirp.
that was
Yeah.
Hit
it.
me on my Nextel
Oh, that
chirp.
walkie-talkie.
Push to talk.
I used to have a Nextel pager.
Did you?
97, 98, kid.
Selling drugs for sure.
Cops used to love the push to talk on Sprint. It was the best because it had two features you could do. If you were undercover, you could call your buddy.
Yeah.
And he could be in the other side of the country. And you just mute it on the other end. You just put it in your pocket, flip it down. It's on. Now it's a transmitter.
Wow.
You can monitor the whole deal. Also, people like stupid-ass drug dealers thought if they used the push to talk that you couldn't wiretap them. But it was cleaner because then two people couldn't talk over each other at the same time. I love push to talk. Yeah.
T.I. loved it too.
Yeah.
T.I. loved it, but the beeper too, right? You make beepers into microphones too, right?
Yeah. You can basically make anything an electronic device.
But the
into a
beepers
transmitter.
were a good hide because you could just toss it. It was in your pocket. Everybody was rocking beepers at that time.
yeah.
So you undercover cops
Yeah.
would just walk into a drug deal looking basic drug dealer shit, got a beeper on, and all you're doing is just recording everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody had a fucking pager. It wasn't just for drug dealers. I mean, it was for them too. But
They were the first
before cell
ones.
phones, everybody had a fucking pager.
In your generation, yeah.
I used to
Everyone
sit
did.
there. I used to check it. That's how I used to check it.
Oh, this is
pull it out?
audio.
This is an audio.
It's an audio
I
show.
showing you guys.
Sean just stood up, pulled it out, looked at it, put it back in, and was very excited.
I finished taking the order and I walked off.
Vibs, what do you got?
I have an iPhone, but I'm off the iPhone train after they took the 4-digit passcode to a 6-digit passcode. I don't want to have to type in an extra 69 when I'm typing in my passcode.
I'll tell you what, though. iPhones are much harder to hack. iPhones are much harder to hack. I mean, other phones seem to
Tell
be
that to
easy.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, no, it was Lindsey Vonn.
That was the cloud.
And it was
It was the cloud.
Cops can't even break into iPhones.
Yeah, the
Apple-
FBI
couldn't
needs
fucking do it.
The FBI needs to hack in. Aren't the other phones like just like much?
Androids are the back end is dog shit. You could just walk right in there. The software's weak, and you're just like, oh, look at this, a bunch of dick pics and bad things going on, a lot of criminal activity. Anybody can fucking hack an Android. That's the point. Like we're just behind on the features. Finally, they're waterproof. Andrew's been rocking shit software, but the phones have been waterproof.
Lil Wayne just pouring champagne all over those bitches.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you could get champagne on your celly, still make a call.
That's like if terrorists are using Androids, they're in deep shit. Is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Oh yeah, all you see is terrorist activity, drug. I mean, personally, I'm going iPhone all day, even though I wish they'd pick up the fucking pace on the new technology.
Just a little bit. Be a little quicker. Come on, you're doing the same shit you've been doing.
Yeah.
This is a new world. But the Android is easier to hack. That's why the FBI has to call. They had to call Apple.
Yeah,
They're
like, will you please get into this phone?
And Apple's like,
Apple's
we don't even
nope.
know how to do it.
Apple's actually making it harder now to hack in for like cops
Yeah.
on purpose to make it harder for the cops and feds to get into
They're
your
a
phone.
nightmare to work with.
Yeah, fuck you, cops.
Well, hey, good for Apple. You should all use an Apple phone. Protect your shit.
Unless there's a projector on the other one that works well.
I don't want you to have a projector on your phone.
Hey guys, look at this.
I cannot wait. I'm gonna stop traffic with that fucking projector.
Just projecting dicks on people's foreheads all day.
Just sitting there like just balancing it, having a real conversation with somebody with a dick right there on their chest.
We already can't have Bluetooth on because Vibs just airdrops dick pics all day around the office.
Yes, he's been doing that. God.
Sorry for partying.
It's been a rough look for you today. Rough day. Now you're known as the guy who just sends dick pics around, and you hate a guy with cancer.
I don't know if it's better or worse when I say it's not my dick.
That's smart. That's why Todd always uses the neighbor's mail when he's sending his
Put it
dick.
in the background.
Absolutely. Anything else going on in the world?
Yeah, let's go across the sea.
Time now for the Jim Kong update on the Pat McAfee Show.
It's an expensive intro. Go on, Nick.
So Jimmy has ordered the construction of more rockets after visiting a military facility. The visit comes after the U.S. and South Korea hold their annual joint military drills, which North Korea and China consider a provocation. And the South Koreans and Americans defend as necessary given the aggressive behavior of the North.
China was in Mar-a-Lago. What is it called?
Key Largo?
Mar-a-Lago? You talking about Trump's
Yeah.
spot? Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago?
Mar-a-Lago.
Margot
China?
Robbie?
What is a Mar-a-Lago?
That's his
it's-
resort. His
I think
golf
it's a suicide.
resort.
I think it's Mar-a-Lago.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, it's Wolf of Wall Street. No, it's Mar-a-Lago is what it's called or whatever. China was there, right? The head of China was there whenever we bombed what's-his-face? Syria? No. Yeah, Syria. When we bombed the Syrian airport or whatever.
Okay.
Like they made, as soon as the Chinese guy landed, we bombed, right? There's no way that China wants to get in with us, right?
I don't think so.
No.
China's biggest deal with this whole situation is they don't want the North Korea. If there was a military operation to happen, they don't want the fugitives and refugees to flee from North Korea into China because
Yes.
they already have their population crisis. They don't
That's
want to deal with
their
other.
biggest issue is refugees from North. They're just like, hey, listen, everybody just chill the fuck out and just let them just stay where they're at. They'll die off eventually, is what China's thinking. Right?
I think so.
Go ahead, Diggs.
I don't know. You guys are real serious there. Mine's not as serious.
What is it?
You guys completely walked by the fact that he walked into a missile factory and said, I need more missiles because there's not any fucking missiles in there.
Oh, there was more. We were getting to that.
Hey
Oh, my
guys,
bad.
hey guys, hey team, yeah, need more missiles. I've sent the last 5 into the fucking Sea of Japan.
He walked into an empty warehouse. There was like 2 laying in the corner.
Mr. Kong, hi Jim Kong, hi, what do you need? Missiles. We've been trying to make those forever.
His
Yeah.
generals are like, I think we're supposed to be stockpiling these in case there's a war.
If you would
As
quit
soon as he
dumping them
makes-
in the fucking
Yeah.
ocean.
We
Yeah.
get one off the assembly line, fire in the ocean.
Yeah, East Sea, by the way, not Sea of Japan. That's on me.
Still
Yeah.
Japan.
All
You
right.
know, but that's like if I mean we would feel
R.I.P.
the
Sea
same.
of Japan still up for sale on iTunes, and the video still on Barstool.
Also
That's
buy a
Facebook.
shirt.
Also buy the RIPC of Japan shirt if you hate terrorists and dictators. Anyways, go on, Sean.
I was just saying that. I mean, we would feel the same way if China was about to go to war with fucking Mexico for shooting off missiles into the Gulf of Mexico, and then they're just like, we don't like. Hey, let's calm down here before you just start blowing up Mexico.
Well, that's why we've been trying to build a wall, but you fucking.
That ain't gonna, all you're gonna do is just fucking team up with extra shovels.
Well, let's
They're gonna dig under the wall.
Let's not get ridiculous. China is never going to attack Mexico because they need them to work in the restaurants.
Do you think China has Mexican restaurants?
Yikes!
You want to double down on
Every
that?
Chinese restaurant here is manned by.
Oh, here in
Hispanics.
Indianapolis.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel whenever I walk into like a hibachi chef, and guys like the chef comes out.
He's Hispanic.
No, he's not
I'm
Asian.
like, what are you doing? He's like, my name's Jose.
It's okay when you're on vacation, but when you're home, it's questionable. Yeah.
I'm letting it go. I'm letting it fly, dude. You ever had Chinese food in Mexico? It's good as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I've never had Chinese food in Mexico.
I have a lot.
I have.
You have?
Oh, no, in the Dominican, when we just went to the Dominican.
Oh
we
yeah,
had it there.
Dominican, Mexico, same thing for you.
Yikes.
Pretty close. Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yo, Todd,
Wow.
that was racist.
Anyways, newly released photos appear to reveal unexpected advances in North Korea's missile program. Experts, including a, say, previously unseen type of projectile.
Who are these experts from CNN?
No, these are South Korean
Fox
experts.
News.
These are South Korean experts. guys.
These are their experts saying, yeah, it looks like that one could maybe get off the ground. That one could possibly fly over the East Sea.
Well, I liked the previously unseen type of projectile because that could literally mean anything.
Yeah.
Like the fucking White Walker's ice spear.
How far do you throw that thing?
Far, dude.
A couple hundred yards.
Like the original Nerf Turbo football.
Yeah.
That's far.
You remember those Mike Vick commercials where he was just launching them out of the stadium?
I trust that. Like, normally I don't trust commercials. I trust that he did that.
I think he could do that.
We used to throw it over our school.
Yes.
Go far. Go deep.
And it whistled.
Real deep.
That's what they would say, and the fucking kid would just go running through the Congo all of a sudden from Philadelphia.
And it was it Mike Vick was the asshole and threw it out of the stadium so no one
Yeah,
could play
just
anymore?
said.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah, it was insane. And he said he thought that could actually happen. I think that could have actually happened.
Oh, I couldn't remember if it was Elway or Vic because Elway did it too.
we
back in the day.
would be on the playground and everyone would just be standing in a circle and then all of a sudden you'd hear that fucking whistle
Oh,
coming
yeah, the
and everyone would
whistle.
just hit the ground.
Yeah, you were
That
trying
was
to catch
the
one of those and rip your
best.
hands apart.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You got to catch the tail and then
Yeah,
the
the
tail
whistler.
rips off and then you.
Nerf Turbo Whistler.
A couple people tried to catch my punts this last weekend in Boston at Gillette Stadium. The DraftKings video we put out onto Facebook where I went up there with Michael Rappaport, the Gronk, Jim Brewer, everybody. You should check that out as well. Let's get some final thoughts. Let's wrap this up. We have a podcast coming out tomorrow, too, Friday. So look forward to that. I'm excited to hear it. At Tactical Digs, final thoughts.
Pat, you've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to charity.
I've dated a few $100,000
That's too.
of charity, too.
You have your own.
Yeah,
You have your own foundation that gives scholarships.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah.
did you bring ginger ale to downtown Indianapolis?
Did I?
Did you?
Did it happen?
I got a text the other day from an owner of a prominent bar in downtown Indianapolis.
Wow.
They're putting ginger ale on tap.
Just for you.
Whoa.
Your boy brought ginger ale to
Indianapolis-
downtown Indianapolis.
Indianapolis celebrated its
Who's changing lives?
Its bicentennial last year. 200 years this city has been around.
Mm-hmm.
I assume restaurants have been around a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Never had ginger ale until old at Tactical Dig showed up here and changed the game with his heart condition. That's awesome.
I just don't know who's making a bigger impact on the city. I just don't know.
I think ginger ale affects a lot of mouths.
It's a hell of a,
You
it's a
did-
tight
it's
race.
really up in our game. Before they did the little mixture of Sprite and Coke, right, to make the ginger ale
Yeah.
here in Indianapolis because we didn't have real ginger
ridiculous.
ale.
Yeah, Diggs hated it.
Now we get real ginger ale.
Diggs bitched a lot about this.
Oh yeah,
A lot-
he went on a whole campaign.
And every time he was on a microphone there for a good 2 months, it got brought up. And you know what, though? The only way you can change anything, I've been saying this forever, is what? Public shaming.
Public shaming.
You have to publicly shame people.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can change anything.
I don't even drink ginger ale, and I was fully on board with this.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And ginger ale people also happy.
Next time I'm feeling under the weather, I'm going to go into Kilroy's and get a glass of ginger ale, then go back to bed.
It's good for your tummy.
He's feeling lucky.
You get a Sprite, too. I think Sprite
Oh,
does.
whoa, we didn't say it was Kilroy's.
No, we didn't say that.
Oop, okay, you can edit that out.
We will.
Very prominent bar downtown.
We will. A very
all
prominent
we
bar
need to know.
downtown has ginger ale now, 4 at Tactical Digs. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thanks,
Changing
man.
the world.
Appreciate
Good
that.
shit, buddy.
That's why I
Now
retired.
change my financial life and
That's why I retired.
give me that good betting advice.
Degenerate Digs.
I'm looking to
speaking
make
of
some
that-
fat money.
Before you go in, speaking of that, there are 5 college games on Saturday. I'll probably tweet out some drunk pricks on Friday night.
Drunk
Drunk
pricks.
pricks?
I know a bunch.
Airdrop those shits.
Tweet
I know.
some drunk.
I'm going to tweet out drunk pricks and picks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
do
a
the
good
drunk
drunk prick every once in a
Tweet
while.
them out, and then everybody can take your bets and go into mybookie.ag.
Oh.
And make some fat cash. It's the easiest way to bet. It's the #1 rated online sports action site for 3 straight years. Why isn't everybody not using it?
I don't
think
know.
They are, but use it. The MLB playoff race is heating up. Mayweather versus McGregor, as we talked about. NFL preseason, all this stuff. There's so much to wager on. You know who's going to win, right? Put your money where your mouth is. Use his twit picks after his pricks that he sends, and lay down some cash and win big today. I'd only recommend a service to Pat's listeners that's been good to us. They've been good to us.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great site. That's why we're urging you to use it and make some money with MyBookie. They pay. You're wasting your time betting anywhere else. Join now, and MyBookie will match your deposit with up to a 100%
Can I bet on
bonus.
there?
You can bet on there.
I can't wait. I've
Put
heard,
another bet on it.
I've heard you guys talking about it, but I didn't know like it was possible for like everybody can bet on there.
Yeah, and they'll match you with a deposit with up to a 100% bonus. Use the promo code. You can use this promo code, McAfee. I think you know how to spell it, Pat. MCAFEE to activate your offer. Visit mybookie.ag today or call 844-900-BETS. You play, you win, you get paid. Export or rookie, you got to check out MyBookie.
Let's make money off these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
money.
Wham.
What?
Get money.
What?
Get money.
Too much. I think you rule it.
Get money? It's not the same if you don't if you question it.
Yeah.
Isn't it like, get money? That song?
I like to make money, get turned. How about that?
That was a good song.
Oh, I like
Until
that.
the last verse was really weird.
Not a bad song. I like the Pink Floyd Money song.
Money, money, money. Oh, it's so good.
I can't tell if it's playing on my phone or if Pat's actually doing it.
to send them to outer space to find. Is that the one?
No.
No, do it again. Do it again, Pat. You're doing it really good.
I don't know if I got it or
Yeah,
not.
do it again.
I don't know if I got it.
Chain
or
sound. There's a chain sound.
not. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
The cash register.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck Pagano, by the way, look forward to his press conference. He's Chuck Pagano is coming through our office tomorrow for a press conference. You're going to enjoy it.
I can't wait to meet him.
Little Colts news for you guys. We're practicing hard. At Todd McComas, final thoughts.
I'm just excited to be working for a rapper finally. It's been on my live stream, but not like the traditional rapper. I was saying this on Bob and Tom, but I'm working for a rapper who is following some of the greats from the genre that I enjoyed, like Will Smith,
Yeah.
and now Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I'm
A
back.
different kind of rap.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it because as opposed to the other rap, I'm not all about the
Yeah.
struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all about
The come up.
being comfortable in the upper middle class. That's my lane. I'm gonna stay right in there.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying this new lifestyle.
Upper middle
Working for my boss
class.
rapper.
You fucking white privileged motherfucker. That's the most 2017 thing I've ever heard right there. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Robert Lee, the Asian commentator, getting pulled from an event because ESPN is all about just pushing white folks only. At Sean Latham, final thoughts?
Final thoughts are, I've been thinking a lot. I'm gonna be 39 this year. I'm gonna hit the big 40 next year. I'm like the kid thing has to come up at some point, right? But I don't think I,
I
want
don't
to do
know.
it. Like
I thought
on
you paid her
paper.
not to say anything about it.
On paper, yes, I wouldn't mind having a little kid, maybe a little daughter, a little son. Teach them how to be funny, shit like that. But then look where we are, guys. We got AI robots getting turned off because they're creating code in 10 minutes and talking to each other, telling the humans to go fuck themselves. We're going to have swarms of government fucking dragonflies flying around,
Yikes.
just wrecking shit.
Wow.
You'll be able to hack cars.
What?
I mean, cars, once we stop driving them, we're fucked. If they want you dead, they're making a quick left. You're done, buddy. And then they're going to have a swoop up of a fucking drone bugs that come eat your flesh, and you're missing now. I just don't know if I'm
Drone
ready.
bugs?
Do any of us want to live?
I think it's
I mean,
over.
I think it's
I
over.
think we don't.
This
We
is
gotta
it.
had a
enjoy this now.
good run.
It was a good run,
It was a good
and I just don't think I'm gonna be able to have kids at this age. All my friends, good luck. For those of you who do have children, I hope that this doesn't happen, but I think I can't do it, and that's all my.
So you're out. You're cashing out right now.
I think I'm cashing out.
It's not because of a lack of options of carriers. It's because you don't want to do
Oh, it's 100% my
There's a lot of
call.
eggs
Yeah.
waiting around.
I
for-
got go look out front right now. There's three. I got a
so
baby.
many eggs out there. So many eggs out there just waiting on Sean Leaf. All right, at Nick Morado, final thoughts.
So this is one I've been waiting for a while. Sony's finally legalizing remixes.
Remix.
Thank you. And really, that's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. But what that means is now, whenever someone drops a fire remix, you don't have to go to SoundCloud. It'll pop up on Spotify or Apple Music.
Shit.
So I'm worried about what people are going to do to RIP See You Japan, all my songs.
Or when you go back and add another, you add a feature to it.
What
you
if
get
Rose?
Travis Scott on there.
Yeah,
get
I-
Nicki Minaj on there. You
Yeah.
get whoever you need.
I'll take
Rose.
anybody's beating. I hit that bitch with that Wayne train. That was back
Oh.
whenever Lil Wayne used to do just remix after remix after remix after
Get that
remix.
feature money.
Yeah. Maybe I should just start getting on tracks.
Rose.
Just like Ricky, I'm Maybach.
You got a really
Your
dope
new
light,
girl's
man.
my way back. You wiped her up, I say that. Want my life, so I know you hate that. No, I don't get it. Been so many bars, so I figured I'd spin them. Up to that, you need to get winning. Bank account screaming, I'm winning. Yeah, I think I could go in a couple of Rick Ross songs.
New shit.
Yeah, I think I should. And Sony will promote it?
If it's a Sony track, yeah, sure.
I have
Wait.
no idea who's a Sony track or not. I have no clue.
RCA Sony, right?
RCA Records is Sony?
Nope.
Sounds right.
Really
I
do-
don't know.
We got a gift package from RCA Records. They're my favorite. I don't know who they are. They sent me a spinner with Khalid's face on it. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Little fidget spin.
Yeah, little.
The DJ?
Wow.
The DJ or?
No,
No.
Khalid,
Oh.
not DJ Khaled.
I think he's R&B.
Another one. He's
Yo.
a spinner for sure. At the Jeff Vibbert, final thoughts.
Guys, I realized something is up. I talked to all the editors, and they said they're all out of town this weekend. Diggs told me to keep my schedule from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. open, so I know you guys are planning a surprise birthday party for me this weekend, and I am very excited, but I'll forget that I know that is
Had
happening.
no idea it was
Your
your
birthday?
birthday until your tweet popped up. I still don't know when your
I didn't know until you said that right then.
See, you're throwing me off the scent.
Yeah.
Keep planning, guys.
All right, my final thought is this. It's Thursday. We have a podcast coming out for you tomorrow, Friday. We got a lot of videos hitting the internet on Barstool Heartland's Facebook from at Tactical Diggs, at Todd McComas, at Sean Latham, at Nick Morado, and the early birthday boy at the Jeff Vibbert. It's Saturday, Jeff. We all know. We got magic happening. I've been calling around all over town to find a good entertainment for your fucking birthday. You know who I hired?
Who?
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. It's going to be a fight. It's crazy. They're fighting for you, for your birthday.
For my love.
That's insane. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time. Follow us on all of our social media pages. Keep up with us on a daily basis. We have a great time in this office, and you need to join us. I think you should definitely follow along. From myself and everybody here, we thank you so much for taking time to listen or to watch on the YouTube. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.